What is up, my friends? Today I'm going to be showing you a dead video game genre. Yes, I'm talking about point and click. This is one of the greatest genres in video gaming history because it's all about exploring. It's all about using your mind. And we are going to be using our minds together with this exclusively written for PCs only Indiana Jones story. Yes, I'm talking about the fate of Atlantis. So make yourself comfortable and let's get right to it. The game is about to start and every single piece of dialogue is voiced. So 1, 2, 3, here we go.
Alright, Jones, how you gonna find that statue and all this junk?
So the very first bit
He thought this was a Maasai warrior.
is an introduction stage. We can't pick anything up. We're just clicking and falling through traps like Indiana Jones would do.
Oof!
And like I said, there is no time limit, there is nothing to make you stress. Actually, maybe there's a couple of segments which, you know, there's fighting involved. But other than that,
unidentified potsherds.
it's really all about exploring, knowing
Dangerous.
which item to use with what. And you can see that Indy keeps on falling. And unfortunately, this is pretty much a dead genre. We get the occasional release here and there, but those things are far and in between one another. You know, it's unfortunately those things, they just don't exist anymore. There isn't an audience for this type of game like it used to be in the 90s. Which has always been a real shame because games like this not only are a good change of pace, you know, it doesn't matter if you play Devil May Cry, if you play Formula 1 video games, football, soccer, whatever, baseball, or basketball, but they are a change of pace because they stimulate your mind, your thinking.
That roof checked.
So it's not just, hey, you know, oh, I'm not very good at games and I want to play all the same. No, it's everybody can benefit from all this.
Possibly an ancient Mesopotamian cat.
I'm not saying this is educational. What I'm saying is this is an extremely great type of game. And we're going to be doing the first half hour or so. And hey, if you're interested, if this game piques your curiosity, you know, if you want to play it by yourself later, then all I ask in return is that, okay, let's say that you hit the like button and subscribe. And if you enjoy my content, then maybe you can even become a member. Right here, just click the Become a Member / Join button below this video.
I'll be. Here's what I've been searching for. Strange looking thing. I wonder where Marcus picked it up.
And those games, if you know exactly what to do, they usually are not very long. But the thing is, understanding and knowing what you're supposed to do, that's the tricky bit. There are many point-and-click games that are very out there. You know, the solutions are not only not obvious, but they are otherworldly. You know, there's no logic that would yield the solutions. But this isn't one of them.
I'm back. Indy?
You don't look at all well, Dr. Jones.
Exploring our collections can be dangerous, Mr. What was your name again?
Smith. Tell me, did you find a lock to match my key?
You bet I did. Take a look.
What are you waiting for? Let's open it.
Why not? It's an obvious fake.
You may think so, Doctor, but I believe we are opening a new chapter in history.
My word, Indy, a small metal bead. Jewelry, perhaps? I still think it's a fake.
Then you won't mind if I take it.
Really, Mr. Smith?
Stand back, gentlemen.
I hope you've got a getaway car waiting. You'll need one.
What is this?
Classic Indiana Jones.
He got away.
But we got his coat, Marcus. Hey, what's this? Klaus Kerner, huh?
Oh,
Lord,
he's totally
it's
not a
some sort of
Nazi.
agent from the Third Reich. What does the spy want with the Buddhist statue?
I lied, Marcus. I don't think it's a phony. I can't place the style, but it's old.
Look what else our friend was carrying. An old copy of National Archaeology. And there you are in Iceland.
Yeah, field supervisor.
And remember,
for the
this
Jastrow
is a
expedition. My
completely
first real
original
job.
story
Who's
made
the woman?
for this game. The Fate of
Sophia
Atlantis
Hapgood. She was my
is
assistant,
a one-off
spoiled
story
rich
made
kid
for
from
this
Boston,
game.
rebelling against her family.
But where is she now?
She gave up archaeology to become a psychic.
How odd.
You can say that again.
Indy, Kerner found you. What if he finds her? We should warn the woman.
You're right. I want to know more about that statue. You know, Marcus, the coldest year of my life was the one I spent in Iceland with Sophia.
And there's a lot of story between Indy and Sophia. It's not just, the cold part, of course, wasn't just the weather, the temperature issue. They had a thing, but it didn't work out and all those things. So, since I remember a lot of what I'm supposed to do, I'm going to go ahead and do a lot of those things. So you have the verb menu, you can give, pick, use, open, talk to, push, close, look at, and pull. And it's up to you to know how to use and when to use every single one of those things. Now I'm going to open this door.
It's unlocked.
What do you
Oh,
want
big,
now?
tough
This
bouncer
ain't no
guy.
ticket office.
So I'm going to skip this. There's probably other ways you can do it, but I'm going to start a
Let
fight
me in, you
and sucker punch
Darwinian
him.
nightmare.
Was that an insult?
Well, what do you think?
I think I'm tired of fancy Dan college boys who use big words, and I think you's better apologize.
That's not going to happen.
Well, why should I, you fat tub of lard?
That's it, wise guy. Put up your dukes.
So if you press 0 on the numpad, you knock him out instantly. This was
I guess I got
done
lucky.
in order
I'm not sure I want
for
to do a lot of
people who
fighting.
just want to experience a point-and-click game. They don't want to go action. They don't want any action in their game. They can win instantaneously, and that's what I am, how I play this whenever I go for a point-and-click game. I just want to use my mind and enjoy a good story. As for this guy, he's in charge of operating. Actually, I'm going to talk to him so you can listen to Sophia talk, so you can understand a little bit
Excuse
better
me.
what she does.
Aha! You must be the new doorman. About time they got rid of Biff. He was such a pushover.
Biff, the guy's name.
I want a reading with Miss Hapgood.
Are you crazy? During the show? Write her a letter.
And this seems to be a play on Guybish Threepwood's name, Hapgood, Threepwood, very much alike.
Excuse me.
Take it easy and watch the show.
Here, my friends, is Atlantis, as it might have appeared in its heyday. Glorious, prosperous, socially and technically advanced. Beyond our wildest dreams. 5,000 years ago, while everyone else still wore animal skins, the mighty spirits of Atlantis dared to build a city where knowledge and power were united in true happiness. Centuries later, the famous philosopher Plato wrote about it. He placed Atlantis on a continent out in the deep ocean and described how it was divided into 3 circular parts, such as you see here.
Isn't she something? She can go on for hours.
And this bit actually goes on for quite a bit, and I'm going to show you maybe
Excuse me.
another sequence where she's speaking.
She's just coming to the exciting part.
What befell the serene city? We may never know for sure. Was it the sea level slowly creeping higher, or the Earth itself suddenly shifting? However it happened, panic must have gripped the citizens on that fateful day when proud Atlantis sank beneath the waves. Or perhaps it was a volcanic eruption, and something remains even now. On some questions, the great spirit who guides my thoughts, the all-seeing Nurab Sal, is silent.
I've been
And
through this 100 times. The woman never stops.
you may think she's a con artist, but in reality she isn't.
Excuse me.
Yeah, what now?
I've got a newspaper here.
So you do.
Aren't you wondering about events of the day?
I don't know. Maybe.
How'd you like today's newspaper?
Well, the late edition. I wonder if the Dodgers won. Watch the lights while I find out, okay?
And I'm doing this because I'm going to ruin her show because, you know, the technician said it himself. She can go on for hours and we don't have that time.
Well, that doesn't seem to work.
So now I'm going to screw everything up. And as you can see here, we are go green light and we're going to push the red button now. And this is going to be hilarious. This is Nur Absal, or what's supposed to be, but the thing is that ghost really exists.
There it goes.
And I still feel the presence of Atlantis through, may I present Nurab Sal, the great Atlantean god of
Deceit!
deceit. Thanks, Cindy. Indiana Jones? You've got some nerve. Go back, you big jack-o'-lantern.
And it burns.
Great. Good night, folks.
So there we have it. We got Sophia.
Come on, mister. I've got a few words to mince with you.
I'd say it's about time.
And you can find games such as these on Good Old Game for dirt cheap.
Oh, no!
Her
Looks
apartment's
like
been
Kerner got
ransacked.
here first. Stay put. No one here. Nor here either.
I like how he gets up with his hands in his pockets. It would be impossible to do so, especially for a node guy.
Dr. Uberman, fantastic news. We found the treasure we seek.
Dr. Uberman. You thought he was going to get in the cab,
That's the
didn't you?
second time Kerner slipped away. What does a Nazi spy want with old statues?
Have you seen the newspaper? Listen to this.
German lizard
Germans
splits
claim
atom.
victory in worldwide race to smash the uranium atom. Chief scientist Dr. Hans Uberman announces plan to harness new sources of energy for the Third Reich.
So?
I'm going to go with... They'll never find enough uranium.
They'll never find enough uranium.
Of course not. That's why they're looking for the power of Atlantis.
Be serious. I used to think you'd make a good scientist. Yet you stole things from my expedition. Artifacts such as archaeology has never seen. You're lucky I don't have you arrested.
So what if I kept a few pieces for myself?
A few,
Look for a
yeah,
small
right.
coppery bead under those clippings in my desk.
What do you know?
Kerner missed the grand prize,
What?
Take a look at this, guys.
my necklace. Watch closely. The bead is made of aurichalcum, the mystery metal first mentioned by Plato. Now I'll place it in the medallion's mouth.
Earthquake. See, that's why I said the ghost is actually real.
Did you
But
see
she's a bit of a
that?
thief.
Yeah, creepy.
Classic Indiana Jones.
Is your electric bill paid up?
That was Nurab Sal. His spirit is close.
What? Suppose I gave this orichalcum business any credence, which I don't. You may have just used the last bead.
That's what we all thought, right?
I'm getting something. Nurab Sal speaks. He bids us find the... what? A book, yes. The Lost Dialogue of Plato.
Another fine myth. It's not in any library I've ever been in.
What if the Nazis have already found a copy? You ever think of that?
So, one more thing about LucasArts point-and-click games is that they always had a lot of sense of humor. So here, we can go, why Iceland? Why not Florida, where it's warm?
Why Iceland? Why not Florida, where it's warm?
Maybe the Atlanteans didn't like tourists.
Who's working there these days?
Bjorn Heimdall, I believe.
Maybe we should pay him a visit. What do you say?
I thought you'd never ask.
Alright, off we are. And we are at around the 14-minute wheelhouse. House, not house. And what I like the most, before we head in, what I like the most about Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis is exactly the fact that everything in this game makes sense. Every single piece of solution that you're going to come up with are things you can come up with on your own. Some of them, of course, they're going to take a little longer, but everything's very logical in this. There's Bjorn Heimdall, and we're going to talk to him.
Hello.
Dr. Indiana Jones, I believe, and Madame Sophia Hapgood. This is my dig site now. Go away.
And I know it's very clear to see, for those of you who do love point-and-click games, that Sophia's looks have been clearly inspired in Elaine Marley's looks, who happens to be the governor of Scum Island and then becomes Guybrush's wife.
Not feeling very friendly today, are we?
I like solitude. It helps me think.
Doctor, what do you expect to find here?
The secret of Hyperborea. That's what the Greeks called Iceland, you know. You've read how they sailed north to a fog-shrouded land and how they never set foot upon it? Ha! After traveling thousands of miles, mere fog wouldn't turn them back. Some idiots claim they were repelled by ghosts.
Ghosts.
Buttercup, you know what actually stopped them, Sean?
I don't know, but maybe Sophia has an
I
idea.
don't know, but maybe Sophia has an idea.
Forget it. I'll just tell you. They were stopped by a force field put here by beings not of this earth.
That's fascinating, Doctor.
So you completely discount the supernatural. Why did this being show up here? Have you ever heard of Plato's Lost Dialogue? Yeah,
Have you ever
we're going to
heard
go
of
with this.
Plato's
That's
Lost
what we're after.
Dialogue?
Yes, there are rumors about such a book, but I've yet to see it. There are two people you might want to visit. Charles Sternhardt in Tikal, a shady fellow, who claims he translated the whole thing, and Philip Costa in the Azores Islands. As a researcher, he's a farce, but he's a sharp trader.
So why did this being show up here?
Why did these beings show up here?
I am convinced that these travelers came to Earth to form colonies like Atlantis, using Hyperborea as a spaceport. Up
All
north
right,
here,
so you
we're
do hard
close to
drugs.
the ether. It's a perfect landing site.
So you completely discount the supernatural?
Completely. If it's supernatural you want, talk to Sternhardt and Costa.
So what's the link between Hyperborea and Atlantis?
Why, the Yastro expedition, the one you both worked on. Recently I saw pieces from it, pieces that are clearly Atlantean.
I see. Somebody must have been selling them.
Go ahead, blame it all on me.
What is this thing you're working on?
The bronze eel here? It's probably a homing beacon for wayward spaceships. Soon I'll have it out of the ice.
Oh, Doctor, that's not gonna happen.
So long.
Good luck, fellow believer.
Who the fuck said it was a believer? And see, this is the beauty of point-and-click games. Right now, you've seen everything that happens in those types of games. Albeit, not a whole lot. Especially on you have this item. Sometimes you get to combine items, give items to different characters, use them in different situations. But you've seen what all those games are all about. It's about talking, it's about exploring. We've yet a lot of exploring to do.
Let's head for the airport.
So now we're gonna go to call. Yes, I'm gonna show you to call. So because I want you guys to see this. So okay, we're gonna enter this maze now. I already know how to solve this, but I want to make sure you guys see it. See the logic behind it, the reasoning behind this. Okay, so it's a maze. So when we enter the third path from the left, you can see that there's a parrot, there's a giant anaconda, and we supposedly can use this tree. So the first thing you'd be thinking would be, well, I'm going to use the whip on the tree so I can swing over.
Hold on. I'm
But
not
there's a
going
giant
anywhere
snake.
near that snake.
However, there is this jungle rodent, so we're going to scare it into the snake, towards the snake. And there they went.
Good old Mother Nature.
Now think about the possibilities of this simple type of puzzle solving, but taken to the ninth, to extremes. How much you can do? How much can be done?
I don't think that'll work.
How many entertaining things can be done with this?
I don't think that'll work. Wow, some bridge.
Hi, Indy.
And of course, more LucasArts humor.
Hello. How did you get over here?
While you were off bushwhacking, I found a path.
Yep.
Let's look around.
Okay.
Just a minute. That's my shop. Can I help you with something?
Postcard, replicas of the temple, souvenir mugs.
No thanks, Mr.
Charles Sternhardt, PhD, independent thinker, researcher, and merchant.
So, anybody who calls themselves independent thinker is probably an asshole. Not saying that independent thinking is bad, but it's how they do those things.
Well, what can you tell us about Plato's Lost Dialogue?
I'm the one who translated it, I can tell you that. I'd worry you were here to steal my last copy, but someone called Mr. Smith beat you to it.
Oh, no. I'm hoping to find some evidence of Atlantis here.
Evidence is easy, you're surrounded by it. Proof? Now that's hard.
I always found this to be a nice piece of dialogue. Evidence is easy, proof is hard.
Does that mean we came to the wrong place?
I pretty much lost hope myself, but old legends and rumors die hard.
That they do.
What kind of rumors?
Local legend has it that the temple was built by men who are not men.
What are men who are not men?
Who knows? I've heard everything from giant men with snakes for tails to giant snakes with men for heads.
You actually believe Atlanteans lived here?
After the city sank, this is where they came, I'm sure.
What can you tell us about the temple?
Now, what I'm going to do is get inside the
Rumors
temple.
have it that the temple was built by survivors of Atlantis.
Can we take a look inside?
How do I know that you aren't a pair of silly tourists? I only show the temple to reputable scholars.
Oh, he's full of himself.
I'm Dr. Indiana Jones. Is that scholarly enough?
Indiana? Sounds like the name of one of your states, or possibly a cat.
Actually, it was the name of a dog.
Sophia! I'd really like to explore the temple.
All right, let's keep
Tell
on
me the name
pushing.
of the lost dialogue of Plato.
I don't know the title.
You're no student of Atlantis, then?
So now we're going to cheat and ask the parrot. Because the reasoning was, he would repeat the last word you told the guy, the researcher, the archaeologist. So when I say title, I said title.
Title?
The parrot memorized this.
Well now, let me guess.
Hey!
Yes? You and the little woman decided to take home that special
Little
mark,
woman?
eh?
Sorry, I'm kind of sick.
About exploring the temple.
Tell me the name of the lost dialogue.
Hermocrates.
The Hermocrates.
That's it.
Dumb bird.
Well now, perhaps I was wrong. You seem to know what you're doing. Walk this way, please.
I don't trust this guy, Indy.
I know what you mean.
Come on. Here we are. Let's see what you can do.
So now, I need to take a look at this. See how this spiral design is darker than the other ones?
This one looks different, more deeply etched.
More deeply etched.
I can't move it.
So, what I need to do...
Listen,
Not him.
Yes?
I think I'll look around some more.
Righto. Carry on.
What I need to do now is have Sophia distract him so I can go outside and pick up a lamp.
Excuse me, Sophia.
What's up?
Could you talk to Sternhardt and keep him occupied?
Okay. Dr. Sternhardt, I'd like to speak to you.
Who wouldn't speak to a beautiful woman? I'm picking up the kerosene lamp.
Good thing that pest Sternhardt's not around.
Alright, so now that I got his lamp, I'm gonna open it. Now I'm gonna use the open
Excuse me,
kerosene
won't you?
lamp
Let's see what your friend is up to.
with the spiral design.
So, you took my lamp, eh? I hope you know what you're doing.
Look, the kerosene ate away the tarnish.
Remarkable.
Now I'm gonna pick it up.
Now I got it.
Marvelous.
See this weird animal head here? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? There's this huge gaping hole in here with two fangs on both sides. Check this out.
It fits perfectly.
It's an
Now
elephant.
It looks kind of like an elephant.
Amazing.
Now we're gonna jerk this sucker.
Look at that.
Astonishing.
That came out very wrong.
Bless my
Give it a
soul.
jerk, not
The
jerk
tomb of
it.
an Atlantean king. Here's a small stone disc with images of land and sea engraved on it. I do believe it's a well stone. At last I have the thing. Goodbye, fellow seekers.
Wait!
Oh no, he
Yeah,
got
but he
away.
did mess up. He forgot this. The World Stone is very important, but so is
Too
this.
bad for Sternhardt. He missed the orichalcum bead.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Iceland. And I really hope that this game sells many of you, at least some of you, the joy and poetry and beauty of point-and-click games, because those things are way too much fun. You know, I'm doing those things right off the bat because it's been only a couple of weeks since I last played this, since I last beat it. But if this is your first time, then you're going to be walking around in circles thinking, oh, what do I do? What do I do? I don't know what to do. Then you're going to come back the next day and you're going to get the solution right off the bat. And you're going to be thinking, oh, so this is what I was supposed to do. God damn it. And the payoff is always good. It's always awesome.
Too bad. He's frozen solid. A little too dedicated to his work, I guess.
So now we use the orichalcum with the exposed eel head.
It fits perfectly. Whoa!
Look, it melted itself right out of the ice.
So now we have the eel figure. Now we use the truck.
Let's head for the airport.
And head over to... Was it Tikal or the Azores? Nope.
Let's find the airport.
Sorry, I'm kind of sick. I'll try editing this out if I have the time.
This is his house?
This is it.
So remember, this guy is a traitor. Oh, actually, I'm not gonna talk to the door. I'm gonna open it.
Mr. Costa?
Pipe down.
Apparently,
I'm
he
coming.
has the Lost Dialogue of
Be
Plato,
firm,
the last
but
copy.
polite.
I suppose you're selling something. If it's not a priceless artifact,
I suppose
don't
you're
want
selling
it.
something instead of priceless artifact. I don't want it.
I hear you know something about Plato's lost dialogue.
Maybe so, maybe no. Who are you?
It's not who I am, it's what I'm after that's important.
Not in my book. Goodbye.
Nice going.
So
indeed.
he's
I
not
could've done
interested in
better.
talking to me. See,
Yeah,
the game
sure.
does give you cues on several occasions. She says she could have done better, so
Listen,
let's hear it.
Yes?
here, you talk to the man.
My pleasure.
Again, who wouldn't want to talk to a beautiful young woman?
Mr. Costa!
Pipe down. I'm coming.
He's a touchy old bird.
Watch and learn, Dr. Jones.
Well, hello, beautiful.
Professor Costa, my name is Sophia Hapgood.
Madam Sophia? A renowned psychic?
And she's an expert at leading people.
I hope my friend didn't pester you too much.
He's a friend of yours? Well, no, he didn't pester me that much.
Actually,
Of
he
course, I
named
can't let
after
this
that dog.
this chance go.
See?
I see.
What can you tell us about Plato's Lost Dialogue?
What do you want to know?
Do you have it?
Nope,
Have you read it?
nope,
Do you know what's in it?
not exactly.
Can you get it for me?
Sorry.
Do you know where we could find it?
Well now, that depends. I might trade the information for a rare Atlantean artifact. Such
Which
as
we
a
already
certain
have, the
necklace
snake
I've heard
figure.
about.
I'll never trade away my necklace.
Well then, if that's how you feel, surprise me.
Would you do business with my friend here?
Madame, I'll do business with anyone.
Thanks for your help. Goodbye for now.
At your command, madame. Don't be a stranger now.
He's a sweet old guy.
Trade, huh?
Listen,
Yes?
I think you better take over.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
So now we're gonna do some trading.
Mr. Costa?
You again? What do you want?
Let's
Let's
talk about a trade.
Okay, what you got?
I'm offering this mysterious eel figurine.
Now that looks interesting. You've got a deal, mister. Now listen carefully. I don't know exactly where to find it, but the lost dialogue of Plato is in the Pierce collection. Got that?
Exactly where we
I
began.
think so. The Pierce collection.
Very good. Nice doing business with you.
The Pierce collection? You know something, Sophia? I believe Barnett College owns the Pierce collection.
And yet, more Nazi story.
Dr. Uberman.
Now
Fantastic
he's got
news.
his Nazi Ranger costume on.
At last! See what Herr Jones has kindly provided. What on earth? Isn't it amazing?
Now check out what the beads. Remember that bead we got? We had two. We got two so far.
You
Sophia
fool!
used one.
You come back to show me this
Just take a look at what it does.
prehistoric knick-knack? Herr Doctor, I believe this knick-knack, as you call it, comes from the lost city.
Now you're gonna understand. This is an exposition moment. Now you're gonna understand why the Nazis are after Atlantean technology.
Sealed in the base is this small shiny bead.
And it glitters like fire, exactly as Plato described.
It's my guess we found the treasure we seek.
I never guess. We must test.
My God.
We've done it! The energy of uranium without any radioactivity. And those smug American scientists know nothing.
That gives me an idea. Suppose I place the bead inside the statue's open mouth.
See what I'm talking about?
You saw that? Think of trucks powered by these beads. Think of tanks. Think of airplanes.
Use your imagination, Colonel. Think big like the Americans. Think of bombs.
Yep, weaponize this bitch. So now we're gonna look for Plato's Lost Dialogue.
So why are you dragging me in here?
Plato's Lost Dialogue should be here somewhere.
Need some help?
Yes, please, it's scary in here.
Save the sarcasm, Jones. I'll meet you in your office.
So now actually there's a couple of places the Lost Dialogue of Plato could be in.
It's an old lecture hall desk, complete with a wad of gum, I'll bet. It sure is gooey. A fine example of braided hemp.
See, I'm only doing this so quickly because I already know the things that can be
It's
done.
locked. I can't pick that up. I can't move it. I can't move it.
Well, not everything.
Marcus thought Potlatch Indians carved this. Looks like a movie prop to me.
All right, let me see if I can remember. Oh, I think I remember now. I think I remember now. We need to get back way up.
Marcus thought Potlatch
Oh, no, it's
Indians
here.
carved
Okay.
this. Looks like a movie prop to me.
There we go.
That didn't do anything.
I'm not going to stress too much over the chest right now because there's a chance that it will not be in there. If I'm not mistaken, it could be in a couple of different places. And that's what we're going to go for. I'm going to use the gun with the coal chute so I can climb back
This on
up.
my shoes for traction.
Use it on your shoes
What
for
do you
traction.
know? The gum works. It's much too heavy to carry. It's made out of wax.
And now we use it. Actually, we open the burner. With your bare hands, Indy? Really?
Well, it melted.
So, I don't think that was it.
It's too slippery to walk up. I think I'll stick this on my shoes for traction. It's much too heavy to carry. I believe it's part of the old Ashkenazi collection.
Now, we're going to use the arrow head wrapped on those screws.
It's unscrewed.
Yes, all
It's
five of them.
unscrewed. It's unscrewed. It's unscrewed.
You can also use your keyboard. You know, if you want to use something, just have the U key. And then select.
It's unscrewed. There's nothing of importance here. I can't pick that up. That'll just make a mess.
Now I'm trying to remember.
It's hot enough already.
Because the last time I did this, the solution was the wax statue. You know, the cat statue that's made of wax.
Well, don't just stand there. Go find Plato's Lost Dialogue.
Phew. Guess I should have cleaned it out. I guess it's mayonnaise, but it looks like used motor oil.
Mayonnaise that looks like used motor oil. That's a good one.
It says, Edward Teller, phone home.
So, you know, this is basically what getting stuck in a part of a point and click game looks like. You're gonna go back and to and fro. You're gonna keep backtracking, going to all those different locations, looking for solutions, looking for items, maybe something you missed. Oh, you know, oh, what's the key to opening the chest? Maybe it's inside the chest, maybe it isn't. And that's the beauty of it. That's the profound, the great beauty of this style of game. See, you know, you go back, you look all around.
I believe it's part of the old Pierce collection.
Okay, so I look around for this part solution because, you know, I gotta keep things streamlined for you. So what I have to do is in here is use the jar of mayonnaise with the totem pole. I never had to do this.
I can't pick that up. I can't push it any further. Looks like someone's ashes in here. Feels like there's something loose in here. A key?
Oh, I wonder what the key does, where it goes.
There's a manuscript inside. The lost dialogue of Plato.
And there we have it. It could have been in two other different places. One would be inside the bookcase, and the other one would have been inside the wax cat statue. So now that we have Plato's lost dialogue, all we gotta do is head back to Sophia. And this is pretty much the first third of the game. Went by very quickly because, again, I already knew what to do in most situations. But this would have usually taken a first timer hours to get done. Or not.
I got it. I
Depends on
found
how
Plato's
witty you
lost
are.
dialogue.
Really?
Our jungle friend Sternhardt is quite the scholar.
Let me see.
Here we have the dialogue. You can pause the video and read it if you want. I'm gonna leave on every single page for a few seconds. And what's going to happen is Plato's lost dialogue is going to come in very handy when solving certain puzzles because of all the things you are reading here. Some of those are actually things that you will have to do.
I don't see how this will help us find Atlantis.
Didn't you notice Plato's tenfold numbering error?
So he got his dates mixed up. Why is that so important?
Because it is.
Plato's error means distances could also be wrong.
So what if they are?
If Plato is right, Atlantis is in the Mediterranean.
You mean 300 miles from Greece instead of 3,000?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the cradle of civilization.
You could be right. He once told me he came from the middle of the world. That's what Mediterranean means.
Good old Nurab Sal. I'm starting to like him.
Wait, quiet. I think I'm getting something.
So, Mr. Sal, what's the secret?
Be patient, he's lost. But but I think I know how to guide him home. Among the artifacts that Kerner stole was a small stone disc with a hole in it. I'm sure it was one of the 3 stones mentioned in Plato's book. And I didn't find it. I bought it from Alain Trottier in Monte Carlo.
Why should he help us?
Or was it Omar Al-Jabbar in Algiers? Either way, Algiers or Monte Carlo. This much I do know.
It's Monte Carlo.
We need all 3 stones if we want to find Atlantis.
All right, I'm ready to go.
Not so fast. First, I'm going to tell you a fortune. Look into my eyes. Deep into my eyes. For Pete's sake, I'm not going to hurt you. Now hold still. You are a remarkable man, Dr. Jones. You possess great strength of character. You are resourceful. You trust others and want them to trust you. The most promising path to Atlantis, therefore, is the one we both must take together as a team.
Because now what happens is it's a branching path. You can either go along with Sophia or you can do it by yourself. And we're going to go with Sophia.
All right, I'm convinced. You can come along.
Then let's go, partner.
There are 3 paths. Fists, wits, and team. I went with team.
Let's get going. We can still catch tonight's clipper.
You make it sound so romantic.
So first, we're gonna head over to Monte Carlo.
Well, here we are.
I had no idea Monte Carlo was the lost city.
Don't start with me, Indy. It's Trottier we're after.
But what does Trottier look like?
How should I know? I've never actually...
Oh, she's making everything so
You know our
easy.
business by
She's
now.
never seen him before.
Okay, I'll try to find him.
Good. He used to have one of the 3 stones. If we can coax him into a seance, he might let us have it.
If Mr. Sal helps out, of course.
I'll go get ready.
So I'm gonna wait so you guys can actually see him. There's Mr. Trottier. It's this guy. Right over here. And I'm gonna end this video right now. I know you wanted to see more, but what I wanted to do today was show you, give you a glimpse of this excellent story. If you want to see the whole thing, then let me know in the comments. Hey, Belmont, I want to see the whole game. I want to see the whole story. Because then I'll do everything and do a one big episode for you guys to watch, okay? So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then consider becoming a member right here on our channel. Just click the Become a Member /join button below. There's Trottier again. And I'll see you guys next time with more interesting stuff. Perhaps even otherworldly. See you soon.